Good morning, Laura. Members, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Host, can you hear me? Hello? Laura, can you unmute? Good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Yeah, Christabel, how are you? Could you please unmute and we speak together? Laura, did you access the work?
I still can't.
Christabel, why are you bad? What is the problem? Christabel. Laura. Laura,
Yes.
please leave your microphone and mute. Christabel says she is bad. Can we know what's the problem? The connection is okay. Sorry. Okay. So Laura, when you access, what does it say?
I entered the password which you had told me to put and also the email of last time. Then they say either the password or the email is wrong.
Sure. Sorry about that. Let me work on it immediately after this class. But you need to continue communicating. You didn't give feedback that you are not accessing after giving you the password.
Okay.
Is that okay? Yes. Tomoes, you're welcome. Could you please unmute? Esther, can you also unmute? Good afternoon, Esther. Sharom, you have too much noise. Esther, good afternoon. Okay. I don't know how many of you have completed this chapter, because I communicated in the WhatsApp group that you access this course, and we try to finish up chapter 1. This chapter 1. I haven't seen assignments for this chapter. I haven't seen this activity sent to me. I don't know why it is taking longer. Esther, we have been together all along. I haven't seen that activity submitted. Laura, you were there from the time we started the free classes. We completed this chapter. I haven't seen you submitting this activity. Please, from here, let's do that activity. Is that okay? Can we agree?
Yes.
Yes, Kyle, you are welcome. So this activity, you must submit it. Yes, you must submit this activity so that we are able to go clearly in chapter 2. So chapter 2, we are looking at, Esther, what are we looking at in chapter 2?
Local area on a map.
Yes, showing the local area on a map. So basically, we are starting the map reading. Okay, so that is a map of a place. Kyle, can you tell us what we shall cover in this chapter? The keywords, and then what are you supposed to cover in this chapter? Can you please go through? Yes, go through that.
Keywords: compass rose, landmarks, map, mental map, scale, and symbols. By the end of this chapter, you should be able to know what a map is and how it can be used to show places. B. Understand that the map can tell us about places we have never seen. C. Understand that the map shrinks or reduces the real sizes of things to fit them on paper. D. Draw a sketch map of your school or local area. E. Use and interpret symbols and identify features on a map using symbols. F. Follow a map to get to places in a local area. And G. Use a map of the local area to find out information about people living in the area.
Thank you very much. Esther, could you please mute? Esther, mute. Okay. Now, in chapter 1, when I go back to chapter 1 briefly, when we looked at introduction to physical geography, I'm sure that if you have gone through it very well, remember we went through it together, but now in that chapter, you were able to know the meaning of geography and environment. You were able to realize that geography is a study of the relationship between people and their environment, both natural and those that are made by people. You were able to identify and classify the features of the environment by going outside to the classroom and observing. I remember telling you, go outside, draw a map of what you are seeing out. What you saw, you presented it, and etc, etc. And so now in this chapter 2, we are basically looking at showing the local area on a map. We have seen by the end of this chapter what we shall look at. They are well spelled there. And so now, I know you have read before coming to this class. Can we try to define what a map is? Who can tell us what a map is? Yes?
A map is a representation of an object seen and drawn from above.
Okay, that's good. Next time, make sure you raise the hand. Kyle?
It's
Kyle?
okay, he had already said it.
That's all? Okay, Christabel might be having a different one. Okay, that is good. Christabel, can you go through this first introductory paragraph and we say? Christabel? Laura, take us through this paragraph from introduction up to here.
Introduction. There are many physical and human features in the area where you live and around your school. Can you name some of them? In this chapter, you are going to learn the main physical and human features of a local area and how to use these can be shown on a map. What is a map? Think of the route you always follow as you travel from your home to the market or place of worship. Do you always use a map? Every day, we use maps to move to different places. These maps are not always drawn, but exist in our minds. They are called mental maps. There are also maps drawn on flat surfaces, such as paper. These represent part of the earth or the whole earth. In topic 3, you will learn that reading and using maps is one of the ways in which we can find out information about the earth.
Okay, thank you. Christabel is saying, teacher, I'm reading, but I don't know why you can't get me. Oh, I think your network is bad and maybe you need to increase the volume of your gadget. Sorry about that. So now, since we are looking at a map, hopefully all of you normally go to your places of worship. That route you normally take when you're going to school, when you're going to the market. We are saying that maps are within our minds. But then where you need to draw on paper or you need to sketch something, that is also a map. So this chapter is trying to give us details of what a map is. Okay? So a map is not only a definition, we are looking at it in detail. So trying to understand what a map is, here we have 4 drawings. We have 4 drawings. We have drawing A, B, C, and D. Study them carefully. When you look at those 4 drawings, or those 4 pictures, let's answer these questions that follow. Here, Kyle, take us through these pictures. I mean the questions.
Okay.
Kyle, unmute and read.
Number 1, activity 2.1, maps and photographs. Decide which of the above drawing are maps. Give reasons to support your views. Number 2, which are photographs? Give reason to support your views. Number 3, what kind of features can be shown on maps? Number 4, how can photographs be used when constructing a map of an area? Number 5, write at least one sentence explaining what a map is and share it with the rest of the class.
Okay, that is good. So now we need to really talk about those pictures and then the questions. Let me display again those pictures. So from here, decide which of the above drawings are maps and give reasons to support your answer. Which one is a map? By show of hands, is it A, is it B, is it C, is it D? Yes, Laura?
It's B because it's drawn as seen from above.
Okay, that's good. Kyle?
I also say it's B because it's drawn directly from above.
Okay. Christopher in the chat says it's B. Okay, that's good. What about D? What about D? What about D, members? What do you say about D? Kyle, what can you say about D?
D is satellite view.
The satellite view. It is also a map. It is also a map. But basically, if I can, I'm going to write something here. You've seen that? Okay.
Yes.
You reread, Kyle.
B and D are maps. This is because the features shown on these drawings are drawn in plan, but not as actual objects. They only show a few selected features in the areas they represent.
Okay. Let's look at, you can note it down. You can note it down. You can note it down so that when you go back to revise, you're sure of what you're writing. Note it down. Are we done? We can go to part B of the question, or number 2. Are we done? Can we go to part 2? Part 2 is there. Which ones are photographs? Give reasons to support your answer. I begin with Tumwesije. Which ones are photographs? Give reasons to support your views.
A and C are photographs because they are not drawn on a piece of paper.
That's good. Another one with a different view. Another one with a different view. Esther, do you have a different view? Esther?
Yes, teacher.
Today you are too quiet. I don't know whether you are very attentive.
Yes.
We are saying which ones are photographs? Give reasons to support your answer or to support your views. These 4 diagrams, which ones are photographs? Laura? Okay, we can have this as a conclusion. Laura, can you reread that? I can't hear Laura. Okay, Tumwesije, reread that.
Here you go. A and C are photographs because the features are shown as actual objects. They
Continue.
show all features in the areas they represent.
Okay, so that's how we can respond to question 2. Then question 3 is here. What kind of features can be shown on maps? What kind of features can be shown on maps? Can we give those suggestions? What kind of features can be shown on maps? One by one, yes, Tumwesije?
Relief features.
Relief features, that's good. Christabel, put in the chat if you can't speak. Esther, what kind of features can be shown on maps? Kyle, put in the chat, what kind of features can be shown on maps? Laura, for you, you need to speak. I need to hear from you. In the chat, I have Kyle, campus. Kyle, campus is not a feature, is not a feature, but we can call this as a quality of a map. Is that okay? We are looking at features that must surface on a map. Okay. I don't see other people's views. Christabel, physical features, that's good. Okay, so you know there are many features that can be shown on a map. But basically, to summarize it, let me clear this. I type something small here. That's what I can say. Can you see it? Features which are fixed in specific places on Earth, talk of mobile objects like vehicles, cannot be represented on maps. Do you get that? Can we unmute? Tumwesije.
Yes.
So on a map, we cannot indicate vehicles, we cannot indicate maybe bicycles, but at least on a map, you can put there fixed features, mountains, lakes, rivers, okay? Even buildings
Yes.
can be there, but we cannot
Yes,
put
teacher.
moving objects on a map because anytime they will shift from one place to another. That's what
Yes.
it means.
Yes.
Let's look at question 4. How can a photograph be useful when constructing a map of an area? How can a photograph be useful when constructing a map of an area? Who can answer this? Shalom, your hand is still up.
A photograph helps to know where the features are located.
Yes, that's one way. Kyle?
It's good.
Kyle?
I'm still thinking.
What the rest on the end when you are still thinking?
But I've been speaking.
It's okay. Esther, how can a photograph be useful when constructing a map of an area? What do you think?
It helps to know the specific location of places.
So specific location. What about the compass? Something like that. Laura, what do you think? Laura? Laura? Can I hear from you? Seems it is becoming a hard nut to crack.
I think when you take a photograph of an area, it's used to show if there are physical features in specific areas in a place.
Okay, we can talk of positions. Okay, so read that paragraph that I've just written there.
Photographs show the position of features in an area and can be changed into maps by drawing such features in plan or as seen by the observer directly from the air.
Yes, so photographs show positional features. So that's how they are of help when you are constructing a map. Let's look at number 5. Write at least one sentence explaining what a map is and share it with us. Can all of us type in the chat? Let's begin. I want to see the first answer. All of us in the chat. Try to explain what a map is and send in the chat. I'm waiting, the first person. Laura received. Waiting on another one. If I had sweets, Esther received another one. Laura, you are good. Esther, that's okay. Another one. All of us should send your submissions. I'm still waiting for Tumwesije, Christabel, and Kyle. Kyle, yours is here. Thank you. Waiting for Sharon and Christabel. For Christabel, it's here. Tumwesije, you are the last. Okay, well done, all of you. Kyle, can you access the chat and then you read from Laura, the first person to submit?
Okay. From Laura to everyone. A map is a representation of an object drawn as seen from above. From Esther to everyone. A map is a representation of an object as seen and drawn from above. From me to everyone. A map is a symbolic description emphasizing relationship between the elements of some space, such as objects, regions, or themes. From Christabel to everyone. A map is a top view of an object drawn as seen from above. From Shalom to everyone. A map is a representation of an object as seen from above.
Okay. Laura.
Yes.
Laura, read the
Yes,
message
teacher.
that I've sent you. Read my definition to the class.
A map is a representation of the earth or part of the earth with features drawn in plan or as seen directly from the air.
Can you repeat it?
A map is a representation of the earth or part of the earth with features drawn in plan or as seen directly from the air.
Okay, so members, that is what we can say. But all your views were right. That's how you can define a map. But conclusively, we can say a representation of the earth or part of the earth with features drawn in plan or as seen directly from air. That is the proper definition as the secondary learner you need to have. Okay? So we are going to Kyle, I did get your message very well. You could try to rephrase it. Try to rephrase your statement. So basically, today's questions, here is the response that we have tried to cover today. Moment, let me paste it very well. So that was for question A. That was for question 2, question 3, question 4, question 5. I don't know that the font is clear.
I can read it. It's clear.
Okay, that's okay then. Okay, so those were the possible responses we were supposed to have. We can actually save this. I will share it with you on our WhatsApp group. Okay. Back to our site. So today we have covered the introduction about maps. Now it's our task to continue reading from there. Make sure you watch that video, continue watching from there, move. So what you're going to do, I want you to submit the following. This activity 2.2, activity 2.3, just do them and submit them as messages. Is that okay? So go to messages, submit your activity 2.2. The title can be activity 2.2, activity 2.3. So submit your answers. Then I will check through them, I mark. Continue to qualities of a map. You can play, drag and drop, drag and drop. You need to enjoy digital learning really. Drag and drop. You need to drag those items in their specific places.
Excuse me,
At the end
teacher.
of the time. Yes.
If that drag and drop thing is being difficult, can't you tap on the letter on the box and then tap on the empty space as well? So
Come
that
again?
the answer, I'm saying, isn't another way tapping on one of the options, then tapping on a box on the empty spaces so that the words can go in there.
Have you tried it that side? Because I didn't get your statement well.
Yes, I have.
Could you show your screen if your work is opened? Is your work open?
Okay. Yes.
Can I stop sharing?
Yes.
Okay, you can show your screen. Okay, we can see it. And you scored the whole of it. Scroll to the bottom of that very activity. What has happened to it? Oh, sorry about that. So members, let's go ahead and do those activities. After doing those activities, submit them. After submitting, then I will give response. So please remember to attempt that assignment in chapter 1 so that we don't finish chapter 2 when we have not covered chapter 1 activity. So next week as we meet, we are going to finish this chapter. Meanwhile, let's be also attempting the assignment there. So attempt the assignment in chapter 1, assignment in chapter 2, and also these small activities. Kyle, do you have a question?
No.
So, Kyle, display your screen again.
Okay, but
yes, display it because I need to see something there. Esther, are you able to log in nowadays? Is your system okay? For Laura, I think
Yes.
are you able to log in?
Yes.
Okay, so please let's do the activity in chapter 1 and those activities in chapter you submit them so that I review them.
It's the minus.
Kyle, how many minutes do you need? Because we are closing the class.
Sorry, teacher, the page had to reload.
Okay, let's wait for it. Who has a question?
Not to me.
Mr. Bell, are you well with the system?
Boss.
Shalom, you can mute.
Can you see my screen?
Very well.
What I meant was doing this.
Mm. Okay. Can you check and
What I
see?
meant.
Okay. Yeah, so colleagues, go ahead and enjoy your drag and drop. So Kyle, could you please briefly go to the work of ICT? And I see that activity you say. So search for ICT. Because I didn't see any attachment there. Search for senior one. Okay, it's there. And colleagues, I haven't seen you. I saw only Esther's work. Move to the bottom. Okay, Christabel, let me also handle your issue as soon as possible. So click that plus. Scroll down. You see? Kyle. You see?
Yes.
There is nothing to do with an assignment. It says start assignment. If you had done it, it was going to show you resubmit, something like that. But you never did it. So please settle down and work out your assignment. Even the one of geography. Can you go back to geography chapter 1? Go back to geography, then chapter 1. Christabel, can you send me the right names you use on the system so that I reset your password? So Christabel, send me your email and then the usernames on the system, then I reset it. Kyle, any problem? Click there, click on top there. What has happened? Okay, then go back to chapter 1. Okay, scroll to the bottom. Click that plus. Move, you see, I didn't see any assignment there. Okay, so let me try to check on that assignment. And then
Yes, I sent you an email a long time ago.
I said that we need to use this system so that our work remains in the system. Anytime I will
Yes,
reply my
teacher.
email. Yes. So let's keep using the system so that we are good to go.
Yes,
So for
teacher,
now,
I sent you the email before you informed us of that.
oh, okay. But let's maintain the system. If you sent the work on the mail, you can as well upload it here. Okay.
Okay.
So for now, I can say bye. Let me work
Bye,
upon
teacher. Thank you for the
Laura's.
lesson.
Okay, let me work on Laura's accounts and then Christabel. Okay. Christabel, you didn't tell me the usernames. Christabel, can you send me a message on WhatsApp? Send in the group and say this is Christabel on WhatsApp in the group of Senior 1. Okay, bye.
Thank you, teacher.